Pain is the price of growth. Every time you walk into the gym, you're making a deal with yourself, a deal that says, I'm willing to hurt today so I can grow tomorrow, because pain is the universal price of progress. Nothing great has ever been achieved without discomfort, without struggle, without sacrifice. You can't build strength in comfort. You can't build endurance in ease. You can't build greatness without pain. Look at your body. Look at the muscles you're training. Do you know how growth actually happens? It's simple. You stress the muscle, you tear the fibers, and then the body rebuilds them stronger, denser, more powerful. That tearing, that burning sensation you feel in the middle of a heavy set, that's pain, and without it there is no growth. Without it there is no change. Without it there is no transformation. But here's the problem. Most people run from pain. The moment it starts to burn, they rack the weight. The moment their lungs scream, they hit pause. The moment the workout gets uncomfortable, they quit, and that's why they stay the same. They want results without sacrifice. They want strength without struggle, but the body doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. You've got to understand this. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your coach. Pain is your guide. Pain is proof that you're pushing into a new level. It's proof that you're moving beyond the average, beyond the easy, beyond the comfort zone that has kept you stuck for so long. When you feel pain in the gym, you should smile, because that pain means you're alive. That pain means you're in the process of building something new. That pain means you're paying the price that others are too afraid to pay. Think about it. Anyone can go through the motions. Anyone can lift light weights that don't challenge them. Anyone can walk out of the gym without breaking a sweat, but that doesn't change you. That doesn't build you. That doesn't demand the best from you. Growth comes when you're willing to feel the fire and keep going anyway. And it's not just physical pain we're talking about. It's the discipline of showing up when you're tired. It's the mental battle of saying no to excuses. It's the sacrifice of giving up comfort for commitment. All of that is painful, but all of that is necessary. Pain sharpens you. Pain humbles you. Pain transforms you. When you embrace it, you unlock a power that most people will never experience, because most people avoid pain their entire lives. They spend their days chasing comfort, chasing ease, chasing shortcuts, and at the end they wonder why they never changed, why they never grew, why they never became what they could have been, but not you. Not anymore. You know the truth. You understand that pain is the price of growth. You understand that every drop of sweat, every burning rep, every aching muscle is building you into something greater. So the next time you feel that fire in your chest, that ache in your arms, that burn in your legs, don't quit, don't run, don't fear it, embrace it, push into it, because that pain is the currency of transformation. And every time you endure it, you're making an investment in the strongest, fiercest, most powerful version of yourself. Greatness doesn't come cheap. It demands a price, and that price is pain. But if you're willing to pay it, the reward is strength, power, and a body that cannot be denied. So remember this, pain is not punishment. Pain is the process. Pain is not weakness. Pain is the doorway to strength. Every time you feel it, remind yourself, you're buying growth, you're paying the price. And when the pain fades, the results will remain. Turn struggle into strength struggle. That's the part most people hate. They want the result, they want the body, they want the power, but they don't want the struggle. They want to skip the hard part, skip the sweat, skip the grind, and jump straight to the glory. But the truth is, there is no glory without the grind. There is no strength without struggle. Struggle is not something to avoid. It is the very thing that builds you. Every struggle you face in the gym is an opportunity. Think about that last rep that feels impossible. That's not a wall, that's a doorway. On the other side of that struggle is a stronger version of you, a tougher version of you, a version of you that is ready to dominate. But most people never walk through that door. They quit at the threshold, they stop when it gets hard, and they never see what they could have been. The gym is a mirror for life. Every struggle under the bar is a reflection of the struggles you'll face outside these walls. You'll face days when nothing goes your way. You'll face moments when you're tired, when you're broke, when you're doubting yourself. And just like in the gym, you'll have a choice: fold under pressure or rise under struggle. That decision defines your destiny. Turn struggle into strength. That means seeing every challenge as a chance to grow. That means instead of complaining about how hard it is, you embrace it. You say, "Good, this is making me better. This is shaping me into who I need to be." Struggle doesn't break champions, it builds them. When the weight feels heavy, that's the exact moment your muscles start to adapt. When the run feels unbearable, that's when your lungs expand and your heart grows stronger. When your mind tells you to stop, but you keep going, that's when your spirit takes over. Struggle is the tool that forges unshakable strength. You have to understand this. Struggle isn't punishment. Struggle is preparation. It's preparing you for more weight, more responsibility, more pressure, more victory. Without it, you'd remain weak, soft, untested, and nobody who ever achieved greatness avoided struggle. They leaned into it, they invited it, they let it shape them. Look at any champion, any athlete, any warrior. Their lives are full of stories of struggle, injuries, failures, setbacks, heartbreaks. But they didn't stop. They didn't let those struggles break them. They turned them into fuel. They took the lessons, they took the pain, they took the difficulty and turned it into strength. That's why they stand on the podium while others sit in the crowd. The same is true for you. Every struggle you face in the gym is a test. Will you quit or will you rise? Will you complain or will you commit? Will you fold or will you fight? Struggle is not meant to defeat you. It's meant to develop you. When you start to see struggle as strength training for your soul, your whole perspective changes. Suddenly, you stop running from hard things. You stop wishing it was easier. Instead, you get excited when it's hard, because you know that's the exact place where growth happens. So the next time you're under the bar and it feels like you can't press it, the next time you're on that treadmill and your legs are on fire, the next time you're dripping in sweat and your body is begging you to quit, don't stop. Push harder, fight longer, struggle with everything you've got, because that struggle is carving strength into your body and into your mind. Turn struggle into strength, turn obstacles into opportunities. Turn hardship into horsepower, because at the end of the day, the struggle you embrace becomes the strength you carry. Remember this: easy never made anyone great. Comfort never built warriors. Struggle is the furnace. Struggle is the weight room. Struggle is the teacher. And if you're willing to endure it, to embrace it, to fight through it, you'll walk out of every battle stronger than you were before. So stop fearing the struggle. Stop avoiding it. Learn to love it. Because every time you struggle and survive, you're not just building muscle. You're building the unshakable strength of a champion. Your body screams. Your spirit answers. The gym is a battlefield. And on that battlefield, the first voice you'll hear is your body. It screams at you. It says, "Stop. This is too heavy. This is too much. You can't go any further." That voice is loud, it's urgent, and it's convincing. Your muscles ache, your lungs burn, your heart races, and your body begs you to quit. But champions know something. The body gives up long before the spirit does. Scientists say most people quit at 40% of their true capacity. 40%. That means when your body is screaming, "I'm done," you still have more than half your potential left inside of you. But you'll never find it if you listen to the wrong voice. This is where your spirit comes in. Your spirit is the warrior inside you. It's the voice that answers back when the body screams. It's the fire that says, "Yes, you can keep going. One more rep, one more set, one more mile." That inner fire is what separates winners from quitters, beasts from the average, legends from the forgotten. When your body screams, that's your signal. It's not the end, it's the beginning. That's where true training starts. Everything before the scream is just a warm-up. The real growth begins when you keep pushing past the point where your body says no. That's when you dig into your spirit. That's when you discover what you're really made of. Think about it. Your body is flesh, muscle, and bone. It has limits, but your spirit is limitless. It cannot be measured, it cannot be weighed, it cannot be broken unless you surrender. And that's the secret. If you let your spirit answer, the body follows. The body may scream, but the spirit commands. How do you build that spirit? By refusing to quit when it hurts, by pushing past the point of comfort, by choosing discipline over excuses, effort over ease. Every time you ignore the body's cry to stop and instead dig deeper, you feed your spirit, and the more you feed your spirit, the louder its voice becomes. Imagine this: you're on your last set of squats. Your legs are trembling, your lungs are on fire, your body is screaming for relief. Most people rack the bar, but you listen to your spirit, you say, one more rep, and you go down, and you rise. That moment right there, that's power, that's growth, that's the spirit answering back. And here's the truth: life works the same way. Life will push you to your limits, life will exhaust you, life will scream at you to stop. But if your spirit is strong, you'll push through the setbacks, the failures, the pain. You'll rise every time you're knocked down. You'll answer back with courage, with grit, with relentless determination. The body screams, the spirit answers. That's the formula of a champion. So the next time you feel like quitting, remember, you're not done. You're nowhere near done. That scream you hear isn't defeat. It's the threshold. It's the moment where your body says, I've had enough. But your spirit says, we're just getting started. When you train like that, when you live like that, nothing can stop you. Because while others are held hostage by their body's limits, you are driven by your spirit's power, and the spirit, when awakened, is unstoppable. So don't fear the scream, welcome it. Let it remind you that you're about to grow. Let it remind you that you're stepping into greatness. And when the scream comes, and it will answer back with your spirit, answer back with strength, answer back with the heart of a warrior. Pain builds discipline, discipline. That's the word people love to throw around but hate to practice. Everyone says they want it, but very few are willing to do what it takes to build it. Discipline isn't built in moments of comfort. It's built in pain. Discipline is the skill of doing what you must do, even when you don't want to, even when it hurts, even when everything in you is begging to quit. Let's be real. It's easy to show up on the days you feel motivated. It's easy to crush a workout when you're rested, full of energy, and ready to go. But discipline is measured on the days when you don't feel like it. The days when you're sore, tired, stressed, when your mind says, skip it, take it easy, rest today. That's when the real test begins. That's when you either cave in to weakness or you rise with discipline. And here's the truth: pain is the training ground of discipline. Every time you push through the burn, every time you finish the set, even though it feels like fire, every time you show up when your body and mind tell you to stay home, you are carving discipline into your very soul. Discipline is built rep by rep, set by set, day by day, and pain is the weight you lift to strengthen it. Without pain, discipline doesn't grow. Without struggle, discipline doesn't develop. Pain forces you to make a choice, quit or commit. And every time you choose to commit in the face of pain, your discipline gets stronger. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. You can have the biggest dreams in the world, but without discipline, they're just wishes. And that discipline will only be forged when you face pain. Pain is the fire. Discipline is the steel it produces. Think about it. Anyone can chase excitement. Anyone can ride the wave of motivation. But discipline is what separates the serious from the casual. Discipline is what makes sure you're not just talking about it. You're living it. You're showing up on cold mornings, late nights, holidays, and weekends. You're doing the work when no one is watching. That's what pain teaches you, to keep going, no matter how you feel. Pain builds consistency, and consistency is discipline in action. Without pain, there's no test, and without a test, there's no growth. Discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something you earn through suffering, through sacrifice, through relentless effort. Here's the kicker: pain doesn't just build discipline in the gym, it builds discipline in life. The same habits you learn under the bar carry over to everything else. If you can conquer the pain of one more rep, you can conquer the pain of early mornings. If you can endure the suffering of a grueling workout, you can endure the struggle of chasing your goals. If you can show up for your body every day, you can show up for your future every day. Discipline is freedom. It's the power to control your actions, your habits, your destiny. And it all starts by embracing pain, not running from it. Pain is not just shaping your muscles, it's shaping your mind, your character, your willpower. So the next time you want to skip, the next time you want to quit, the next time you want to avoid the burn, remind yourself, this pain is not just building your body, it's building your discipline. And discipline is what will carry you when motivation fades. Discipline is what will push you through the days when life tries to break you. Discipline is what will make you unstoppable. Pain is the classroom. Discipline is the lesson. And if you're willing to sit in that classroom every day, if you're willing to endure the test, you'll graduate with something few people ever achieve, the unbreakable discipline of a champion. Remember this, talent will fail you if you don't have discipline. Motivation will vanish, but discipline will never betray you, and pain is the only teacher that can build it. So embrace the pain, love the pain. Let it sharpen you, because every drop of sweat, every ache, every struggle is not just shaping your body, it's building the iron discipline that will carry you to greatness. Pain shapes legends. Every legend you've ever admired has one thing in common: pain. Not talent, not luck, not shortcuts, pain. Behind every great body, every world champion, every record breaker, there is a story of sacrifice, suffering, and struggle. Pain is the sculptor of legends. It chisels away weakness, it strips away excuses, it carves ordinary people into extraordinary warriors. When you see someone with greatness written all over them, don't be fooled by the spotlight. Don't be deceived by the medals, the applause, the trophies. Those are just the results. What you don't see are the hours they bled for it. The early mornings, the long nights, the injuries, the doubts, the setbacks, the failures. You don't see the pain, but make no mistake, it was there. And it was that pain that shaped them. Pain is the great equalizer. You can come from wealth, or you can come from nothing. You can be gifted, or you can start weak. But when you step into the gym, everyone meets pain. The bar doesn't care who you are. The weights don't care about your background. Gravity doesn't play favorites. It will crush you if you let it. The only difference between those who stay broken and those who rise is how they respond to pain. A legend is born not when they win, but when they endure, when they push through the pain everyone else runs from, when they keep going after failure, when they refuse to let setbacks define them. Pain is the fire, and legends are the ones who walk through it and come out forged, harder, stronger, unstoppable. Think about it. What would your story sound like without pain? If everything came easy, would it even matter? Would anyone care? Would you even respect yourself? No. It's the struggle that makes the victory sweet. It's the pain that makes the glory real. Legends are respected because they've suffered, and instead of breaking, they rose higher. In the gym, pain is your rite of passage. Every drop of sweat is a sacrifice. Every ache is a reminder. Every rep past your limb, it is a step toward legend status. You want to be remembered. You want to be respected. Then you must be willing to endure what others won't. You must be willing to take the pain, embrace it, and let it mold you. But here's the truth. Pain doesn't just shape your body. It shapes your mind. It shapes your will. It builds a resilience that nothing else can. When you've suffered and kept going, when you've been tested and stood strong, you carry a confidence that can't be shaken. You walk different. You speak different. You live different because you know you've survived the fire and it made you unbreakable. Legends don't run from pain. They seek it. They know that comfort creates mediocrity, but pain creates greatness. They understand that every time the world knocks them down, it's another chance to rise stronger, and that mindset, That relentless embrace of pain is what sets them apart. So the next time you're grinding in the gym and you feel like giving up, remember the names of those who came before you. Remember the champions, the warriors, the legends. Do you think they had it easy? No, they suffered, they struggled, they endured pain that would break most people, and that's why we remember them. Pain is the price of a legacy. Pain is the pathway to respect. Pain is the furnace where legends are born. And if you want your name carved into the story of greatness, you've got to walk through that fire and let the pain shape you too. So don't curse the pain. Don't avoid it. Don't hide from it. Embrace it. Welcome it. Let it mold you. Because every ache, every scar, every ounce of suffering is not breaking you. It's shaping you into a legend. Pain into power, every rep, every struggle, every moment of pain you've endured. It all has meaning. Pain is not here to destroy you. Pain is here to develop you. Every drop of sweat, every burning muscle, every time you wanted to quit but didn't, you've been carving power into your body and your spirit. Remember this, pain is temporary, it fades, but the strength, the discipline, the power you gain from it, that lasts forever. The soreness disappears, the burn cools down, but the person you become through that struggle remains unshakable. So stop fearing pain, stop running from it, stop wishing it away, instead embrace it, use it, transform it, because pain is the doorway to the best version of you. Pain is the tool that sculpts warriors. Pain is the fire that forges champions. From this day forward, every time you feel pain, smile, because it means you're growing. It means you're leveling up. It means you're building not just muscle, but the mindset of a fighter, a beast, a legend. Turn every ounce of pain into fuel. Turn every struggle into strength. Turn every setback into a setup for a comeback. This is your time. This is your fight. And if you choose to embrace pain, if you choose to keep pushing when others quit, if you choose to rise when your body screams to fall, then nothing can stop you. Pain is temporary. Power is forever. Take the pain, turn it into power, and become unstoppable.